160,000 traders were liquidated in the past 24 hours. I hope you guys were not part of this liquidation. Now, in this video, we're going to go over, as usual, trade opportunities that we are looking at, the zones that could present possibilities for us to enter, and how we can avoid liquidation. No doubt the market has been very, very difficult this month. There has been government shutdowns. There has been Trump having a trade war with China. So every time news comes out, the price just pumps or dumps. It has been a very tough month. On Friday, we have the core CPI coming out, which has been delayed for 9 days, I believe. But this could actually be a catalyst that gives us a clearer idea of where the direction could be, because this is the first news coming out after the shutdown, right? If the news comes out, yeah, who knows, there could be some, I don't know, something could happen where the news is delayed again. But so far it looks like the news will be coming out on Friday, so let's just keep an eye on that. Now, before we get into the charts, as usual, let's take a look at the liquidation heat map for BTC. Let's take a look at the past 1 week. If we're looking at the liquidation zones, we did sweep up this zone. Remember, we were talking about this 112, around 112, 113. So we did sweep that zone very, very clean. Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit more because there are no clear yellow zones. So zooming out a bit more to the 1 month frame or the BTC liquidation heat map, you see we just cleaned this out. Below, we do have this liquidation here, which we did talk about. This is the weekend liquidity that has been built up over the past weekend until now. So we have about $500 million sitting down here at 105. Okay, so keep an eye on this. Apart from that, above would be where a majority of the liquidity is sitting, with the highest pool being actually the highest pool is down here. So the highest liquidity pool is down here at 105. So this is very, very interesting. Now, let's get into the charts. Let's take a look at where are the current possibilities to look for trade and how can we avoid getting liquidated. So if you guys like the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want more frequent updates, you guys can join the Telegram channel here. This was the trade that we took last week, a short trade that ended up in a pretty good profit here. So make sure you guys pay attention to this video and watch till the end. Now, looking at the chart, there are a few good things I like. And when I say good, meaning that price goes up, right? Because who doesn't want prices to go up? Yes, we can short, but if you're holding a spot bag, you ideally want prices to go up. Generally, it's better for the markets. So a few good things. Number one, we are holding support here quite well. You can see that we've tested it a few times. If we pull a fib also, we can see that price has been holding the golden pocket pretty well. Yeah, we've tested it once, twice. The second time it looks like it's holding. But the thing that I don't like is that we have not been able to maintain very clearly above this value area low or even above this point of control. You can see that we were manipulated up here, boom, by the news. We could not maintain support and go up to the value area high. And what happened is that immediately after this pump, we went straight back down to where we previously were. So basically nothing changed, right? Nothing changed. Okay. Now, you could take a long from here because there is multiple confluence. Number one, we have that golden pocket from this swing low to this swing high right here. We are on the golden pocket. We've been holding it twice. So there is a valid confluence also with that support zone right here. So there is valid confluence. We are buying low because we are outside of the bottom of the range. We're in the extreme low of the range. So if you were to take a long from anywhere here, your RR would automatically become pretty decent, right? Paired with the fact that we are making new higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, higher highs and higher lows. So it does look like it is an uptrend. We have multiple confluence lining up here. You could take a long from here. It is valid. Okay, but for me, ideally, I would prefer if we clean out that weekend liquidity like we were talking about on Monday, right? We have this weekend liquidity built up over here, lining up with the 786. And is it lining up? 1058, let's see, 1057. So yes, lining up here at the 786, we have that liquidity and we have a Fibo level. So ideally for me, I would prefer to wait and see, possibly take a long position from here and trade it back up into the range. That gives us a 1-to-2 ratio. If we do a full range rotation, it gives us a possible 1-to-7 ratio of this range, right? And possibly if we do create a full range rotation, there's a possibility that we recover fully and continue moving up. But this is all hopium, right? For now, the closest level that we have to trade is where we are currently at for a long position. Personally, I will have to consider taking this. Let's see, do we have any confluence? We do have some divergence building up on the 15-minute time frame. Let's see, 1 hour. 1 hour, we are due for a correction. Possibly we may have another push down into the oversold region because we just came from the overbought region here. So it's like the possibility of coming back up into the overbought and pushing price up higher is unlikely. So it's more likely that we complete the oversold cycle first before we get a pushback up, and that could line up quite nicely with the 786. So if we get a push down to the 786, the the RSI also creates some bullish divergence. We have a nice bullish divergence on price also, maybe a W formation or an inverse head and shoulders. Then this will be a very, very nice level to take along from 105,786. But for now, right, for now, where we are currently sitting, we have divergences on the 15-minute time frame. Look at that, creating low lows, RSI creating higher highs. The only thing I don't like is that the 1 hour time frame is coming from a overbought region. So that just could mean that we could be pushing down lower. But for now, if you want to take a long position here, it is valid, right? It is valid. I would put my stop quite tight, because if we do break below here, then it's likely that we are going for that 786 level. So stops just below the 0.65, right? Targeting, let's see, first target, I would just take this little supply zone here. Yeah, so first target is already a 1-to-1, pretty decent. Second target, maybe around here, right? This supply zone. So 2-to-1, that is quite decent. If we do get back to the point of control and test this level, that is almost a 4-to-1 RR. So this is a valid long position that I may consider taking, right? But for me, the ideal long would be from down here, 786. Again, that will have to be in combination with our some sort of divergence or confirmation that we can get here, because we are very far out of this range. So that means we're actually more bearish, right? So we do need a strong confirmation to tell us that price is going to reverse. Okay, so this is the current plan for BTC right now. My bias is more towards longs, because we are in a we do want to buy low and sell high, right? That's the general theory of trading. So we are at a low price here. We do have some small confirmations that price could have a push up, right, from here. But if I were to take a long here, keep my stop loss tight, because we want to maintain on this golden pocket and on this trend line here, right? And we want to see it push up quickly from here. Once it starts breaking down, then you know that yes, we could be targeting this liquidity level and the 786 of the fib. So this is my trading plan moving forward, right? If you guys want to see exactly or you guys want more frequent updates, make sure you guys join the Telegram. It's completely free. The link is below. This is like my personal trading journal. None of it is financial advice. I share all kinds of memes and stupid shit in here too. So you guys just want to stay updated more frequently, join the Telegram channel. Link is below. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.